ॐ अजाय नमः। ॐ अव्ययाय नमः। ॐ अविनाशिने नमः। ॐ अचिन्त्याय नमः। ॐ अप्रमेयाय नमः। ॐ अद्वितीयाय नमः। ॐ अनिकेताय नमः। ॐ अनुशासनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ अन्तःसाक्षिणे नमः। ॐ अन्तर्यामिने नमः। ॐ आनन्दाय नमः। ॐ आत्मस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ आङ्ग्लभाषाविदुत्तमाय नमः। ॐ ईश्वराय नमः। ॐ उदारहृदयाय नमः। ॐ उत्साहवर्धकाय नमः। ॐ एकस्मै नमः। ॐ ओङ्कारविदे नमः। ॐ करुणासागराय नमः। ॐ कर्मपरायणाय नमः। ॐ कालातीताय नमः। ॐ कैवल्यस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ कृतात्मने नमः। ॐ कृतकृत्याय नमः। ॐ गीताज्ञानयज्ञप्रचारकाय नमः। ॐ गुरवे नमः। ॐ गुणातीताय नमः। ॐ ग्रन्थकृते नमः। ॐ चिन्मयाय नमः। ॐ छिन्नसंशयाय नमः। ॐ जगदात्मने नमः। ॐ जगत्साक्षिणे नमः। ॐ जनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ जितेन्द्रियाय नमः। ॐ जीवब्रह्मैक्यविदे नमः। ॐ जीवन्मुक्ताय नमः। ॐ जीर्णमन्दिरोद्धारकाय नमः। ॐ तपोवनशिष्याय नमः। ॐ तपस्विने नमः। ॐ तापनाशनाय नमः। ॐ तीर्थस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ तेजस्विने नमः। ॐ देहातीताय नमः। ॐ द्वन्द्वातीताय नमः। ॐ दृढनिश्चयाय नमः। ॐ धर्मसंस्थापकाय नमः। ॐ धीमते नमः। ॐ धीराय नमः। ॐ धैर्यप्रदाय नमः। ॐ नारायणाय नमः। ॐ निजानन्दाय नमः। ॐ निरपेक्षाय नमः। ॐ निःस्पृहाय नमः। ॐ निरुपमाय नमः। ॐ निर्विकल्पाय नमः। ॐ नित्याय नमः। ॐ निरञ्जनाय नमः। ॐ परमाय नमः। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ पावनाय नमः। ॐ पावकाय नमः। ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ प्रसन्नात्मने नमः। ॐ फलासक्तिरहिताय नमः। ॐ बहुभक्ताय नमः। ॐ बन्धमोचकाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मपराय नमः। ॐ भयनाशनाय नमः। ॐ भारतगौरवाय नमः। ॐ भूम्ने नमः। ॐ महावाक्योपदेशकाय नमः। ॐ महर्षये नमः। ॐ मधुरस्वभावाय नमः ॐ मनोहराय नमः ॐ महात्मने नमः ॐ मेधाविने नमः ॐ यतात्मने नमः ॐ यज्ञकृते नमः ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः ॐ वाग्मिने नमः ॐ विभवे नमः ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः ॐ वीतरागाय नमः ॐ वेदान्तवेद्याय नमः ॐ शान्ताय नमः ॐ शान्तिप्रदाय नमः ॐ शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः ॐ शुद्धसत्त्वाय नमः ॐ श्रुतिपारगाय नमः ॐ श्रोत्रियाय नमः ॐ सन्न्यासिने नमः ॐ समबुद्धये नमः ॐ सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः ॐ सर्वहितचिन्तकाय नमः ॐ सत्यसङ्कल्पाय नमः ॐ सन्तुष्टाय नमः ॐ साधवे नमः ॐ सुमनसे नमः ॐ सुहृदे नमः ॐ स्वयं ज्योतिषे नमः ॐ स्थितप्रज्ञाय नमः ॐ क्षमाशीलाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः ॐ ज्ञानयोगिने नमः ॐ ज्ञानतृप्ताय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. My thanks to the host for hosting this satsang. This is the 39th among the 108 satsangs that we have scheduled to do, and the 39th name is given there, Tapasvine Namah. 108 names are 108 different ways of addressing, adoring the Guru, who stands for all the virtues that are given here and more. And these names indicate the qualities of a great person. And it is said, Siddhasya Lakshanani Sadhakasya Sadhanani. Virtues of a great person becomes practice for others. If you are in the presence or in the concert conducted by a great legend of a singer, if you are really a person who aspires to become a good singer, you will notice what are the techniques he is using or she is using. What are the ways, what are the nuances? Then you should learn from that. If you want to become a good dancer, and if you are in the program of a well versatile dancer, then you will notice what are the things, what are the ways she is expressing her emotions. The intention of these names are not just to glorify but also to emulate. Emulate is not imitate. Imitation is when you just do according to what other person does. Emulation is to take that quality. So here what we see is that these qualities of a great person is something which we need to understand. That's why this satsang is. It is not for us to sit and just to glorify with 108 names. That's what most people do. When they chant the 108 names of Vishnu or Shiva, they will go in such a speed, even Vishnu will wonder what are they saying. And so fast. Vishnu, 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 it goes on very fast. You know, you chant Vishnu Sahasranam, isn't it? How do you chant? Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkara Bodha Bhavi Bhakprahu Bodha Bodha Bhava Bodhatma Bodha Bhavana Bodhatma Paramatma. Bhagavan says, wait. What are you saying? Do you understand what you are saying? So, it is necessary for us to, that's the reason we have taken each name and trying to understand what it means. Now, this name that is taken up today is Tapasvine Namah. Tapas means, that is my tapas now. Tapas is, please take the children in the other room, no? Please take the other room. And those who are not interested, go to the other room. Tapas means, tapaha means to burn. Tapas. Surya tapati. Agnihi tapati. Burn. Yesterday also we had a similar topic. Our Gurudev's Guru's name was Tapovan. Tapas is, let me make it as a brief introduction now. Anything that is to be tolerated by you is a tapas. Like husband tolerates wife. That's a tapas. Wife tolerates husband. That is tapas. Parents tolerate the children. That is a tapas. Teachers tolerating the student. It's a tapas. Where you can't avoid. That is one thing.
Yep. Right.
Yes, she agrees with that. At her age, she has to agree. Grandchildren, everybody. But for what purpose you are going to tolerate, that is important. See, if you are tolerating someone because you can't help it, the children also crying constantly, you have to tolerate. Because what else they can do? That child is of that. At that age, what else do you expect? You won't understand. Whenever she wants, she will cry. If she wants milk, she will cry. If she wants sleep, she will cry. So the mother has to tolerate. So you may tolerate another person because you can't help it. But that's not the tapas we are talking about. The real tapas is having a perfection in your mind. A higher purpose. Yesterday I was talking about when you stand in front of, in the hot sun, it's burning. You would like to go for a shade, correct? Because you don't want to get tanned. But to see the people who are lying on the beach, with putting on this, what is it? They put some lotion on that, then they roast themselves, both sides, and they said on the sand. That is definitely a tapas. Why? Purpose is what? To get tanned.
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D. I could take a tablet, but anyway. But they want to get the color also. That is the whole idea. So that is also a purpose, but that purpose is only physically you want to look beautiful. But a great rishi is doing a tapas in the hot sun. That's not for getting tanned. It is to control the mind. How much my bodily comforts I am succumbing to or slave to. Not to have that. That is tapas. So when you are fasting for Ekadashi or Monday fasting or any other fasting, that is also tapas. You are not doing the tapas to become lean, huh? Why are you not eating? Why are you dieting? Dieting? Because I don't want to die eating. All the gods are thin. You know why? They are called deities. They are dieting. That's why they are thin. No, that's not the point. So, tapas is where an individual must be able to rise above the basic demands of the senses and tolerate their demands and not to succumb to them. That is what is called tapas. It is said in Gita, Yajno dhanam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinaha. What makes your mind pure are three things. Yajna, dhanam, tapaha. Yajna is sacrifice. Dhanam is charity. And tapas is austerity. All the three are necessary to grow. For the sake of God, when you give, it is yajna. For the sake of other people around you, you give, that is charity. For your own sake, you give up. That is called austerity. All the three are giving up only. भगवान के लिए दे रहा हूँ, वो यज्ञ होता है. समाज के लिए देना है, वो दान होता है. अपन के लिए, बॉम्बे इंग्लिश, बॉम्बे हिंदी, अपन के लिए, अपने के लिए, स्वयं, for oneself when you do, give up. I am slave to this. I don't want to do anymore. I don't want to be a slave to this. Then it is called tapas. And our Gurudev was a man of such great tapas. And that's why it's called Tapasvine. Tapasvine, Namah. One who has practiced tapas is called Tapasvine. Like yogin. Yogin means one who practices yoga is called yogin. Malin, when you say, one who has mala is called malin. Similarly, tapasvin. Tapasvi. Now, why is he, what kind of a tapas? Interestingly, you find in most of our Puranic literatures, you find that often the rishis conducting a lot of tapas. In fact, it is said Ravana, Kumbhakarna and Bhishma. No, I am just checking them. Who? Whose brother? Vibhishan. Right? Okay. All the three of them were performing great tapas. But the purpose is different. When Brahmaji appeared, and Brahmaji is such a person who will give it to you immediately, whatever you ask. But put certain conditions also. Not like parents, Parents, when they are, mommy, I want it, immediately give. But you always put conditions. You must attend Bal Vihar every Sunday. Then I will give you this Christmas gift. If you are not attending, then this won't be given. So, Ravana, when he was conducting great tapas, and at the end of it, when Brahmaji appeared, I am pleased to buy your tapas. What do you want? He said, I should never be killed. So he said, in my creation, nobody can escape from the law of birth and death. You can decide with what way you want to be destroyed. You can choose that. But not getting killed at all is not in my creation. So then he said, okay, no devatas can kill me. Tatastu. Animals, I will take care. A human being, there, nothing. I will definitely be able to tolerate them and I can manage them. So obviously, he cannot be killed by any devatas. Then he went against all the heavenly armies, destroyed them all because nobody could touch him. And he had enough power because of his contemplation and devotion to Lord Shiva. He has got enough power, so he took care of all animals. Only thing he could not do it is human beings. That's why Bhagavan had to take avatar as a human to kill him. This Kumbhakarna, he was also doing tapas. And then again, Brahmaji appeared. What do you want? Oh, I didn't sleep for so many days. And he totally forgot what. So 6 months, let me sleep. Tatastu. Immediately gave it to him. No, but he said, no, 6 months I will sleep and then 6 months I will be awake. And I will be hungry. Tatastu. You will be getting to eat 6 months, continuously eat. So 6 months. So in your own home also, some people are like that, Kumbhakarnas. Eat, sleep, eat, sleep, eat, sleep. So that's what he did. But Vibhishan, on the other hand, became very alert. As soon as Brahmaji appeared, one thing he said, may I have the devotion to the Lord. That is the tapopadam. I want that as the result of my tapas. So, in our mind also, there are many, many desires. Doing tapas will not remove the desires, it only controls the mind. It is like this. Every one of us have got 24 hours. How you use it is decided by whom? By the time or by you? Who decides? Similarly, we all have the power. The power of the mind is so much you cannot even understand or fathom it. How much power it has got. But how do we use it is depending upon how much purity we have. Like Mahatma Gandhi also spoke to people. Hitler also spoke to people. Both of them could influence the people, but totally differently, right? One went for violence as the means, another person non-violence as the means. At the same time period of the history. Both of them were very good, capable of influencing the people. But for what? So our speech also can initiate negativity also. Our speech can initiate goodness also. It depends upon how you use it. So tapas is where you gain the ability to use your powers in the right manner. Channelize in the right way. That's a basic premise. Because tapati means burns. If you don't do it, patati. Pata, tapa. Tapa means to raise against your tendencies, habits, usual ways of doing things. You are rising above. Tapas helps you to go above that. And if you don't do that tapas, the opposite will happen. What is that? Patati. Patati means to, patana means to fall down. So in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna says, 3 kinds of tapas are necessary. Pay attention here. 3 kinds of tapas is necessary for us to grow. Anybody who wants to do anything in this world good, or to grow in their own field, in professional world or spiritual world, anywhere, 3 kinds of tapas are necessary. Kaya, Vak, Mana. At the body level, at speech level, at the mind level. These are the 3 things that we need to take care. In everyday life, you have to take care of your body. If you overuse it, then it will become fatigued, tired. Similarly, your speech. You may not get tired, others will get tired. You have to be careful about what you are saying, how you are saying, how much you are saying. And then mana. That can really tire you out. If you are not able to control the mind, it will really would make you very fatigued and exhausted. So, how do we make sure our physical body and its powers are tamed? Bhagavan Krishna says very beautifully there. First and foremost thing is, you should be grateful to the one who gave you the body. Deva Dvija Guru Prajna Pujanam Shaucham Arjavam. Deva Dvija Guru Prajna Pujanam Shaucham Arjavam. This is the first thing we need to do. Brahmacharyam ahimsa cha shariram tapa uchyate. Tapas at the physical body level begins with being grateful to the one who gave this body to you. Who is that? Deva, Bhagavan. You may say, my parents gave you the body. Parents are only the channel. Bhagavan is the one who actually made it happen. Our Gurudev used to say, your children are like arrows and you are like a bow. And the one who places the bow and arrow into the bow is the hunter, right? The bow doesn't choose the arrow, arrow doesn't choose the bow. Who chooses? The one who wants to aim and shoot. So Bhagavan, according to the karma of a person, takes the arrow of the person, arrow of the children, places it on the bow called the parents and releases it. So the children are like an arrow released by the Lord and you are only a bow. Therefore what you should do? Bow. Shambho. I bow down. For what you have given to me, I will do my best. After all, you will direct him or her wherever it has to go. So, first one we have Deva and Dvija. Dvija means a Brahmana who is able to take you towards the Lord. Dvija does not mean anybody who is wearing a thread. They are very threat to the country. Thread wearing alone does not make you a Brahmana. Dvija, twice born. Twice born means one who has studied Vedas. Then only is a Dvija, otherwise he is like anybody else. So, Deva, Dvija, Guru. So, Dvija, a Brahmana initiates you into study of Vedas. Guru is able to take you there. Many people read Vedas, but they may not have the interest to reach. So, Deva, Dvija, Guru, and then Prajna, realized master. One who has gained the highest wisdom. So, in one's life, daily one has to have the worship of these 4. Deva, Dvija, Guru, Prajna. The favorite, one's own God, the favorite deity. The Brahmanas, meaning the teachers. Guru, the one who is giving us the right knowledge towards higher, and Prajna, the wise people who are guiding you to reach there. Sometimes the Guru and Prajna can be the same. Or even the Dvija Guru Prajna can be together, maybe the same. Pujanam. This is one thing. One group of it. The second one is called Shaucha. That is one thing which we really lack. Purity. I'm not talking about mental purity, at least physical purity. In this part of the world, people do freshly take bath and go to sleep. For sleeping के लिए क्यों करता है भाई? And early morning, with the impressions of the pillow on their head, they come to work. Isn't that true? Many of you do that, I think. Morning you need to be fresh. Night freshly I take bath and go and dream. Fresh dreams. I am sure, of course you are tired physically and therefore taking bath. I do twice, so that is different thing. But morning, physical body has to be fresh. You know, when your physical body has taken enough rest in the night, and when you put semi-cold or cold water on your body, it wakes up. And that waking up is very important. Otherwise, from the bed you drag yourself half asleep. And then with that you drive. Then go to work. Mind is just waking up. Then you need coffee to wake it up. Shaucha, physical cleanliness. Environmental cleanliness. Physical body has to be made clean. Shaucha. And being straightforward in all your dealings with the people. Arjavam. Arjava means, the word comes from the root word ruj. Ruj means like an arrow. Arrow cannot be crooked. Arjuna word also came from that only. Straight. If the arrow is like this, how do you aim and shoot? If you shoot, then it will go somewhere like this. It has to be straight. Meaning, be straightforward in your dealings with people. Don't have any hidden agenda. Say something, do something else. That should not be the way to work in the world. What you say is what you think, and what you say and think is what you do. That is called Arjavam. Deva Dvija Guru Prajna Pujanam Shaucham Arjavam. Then Brahmacharyam, control and mastery over the senses. Because your sense organs may constantly demand many things. Its nature is like that. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want this, I want this. A continuous japa goes on. And nowadays the food is also available everywhere. Going on one cookie while coming another cookie. Ice cream, coffee, chocolate, candies. Never get hungry. Brahmacharya means where an ability to make the senses quiet. Stay quiet. I know when to give. In fact, dogs and other animals have better control over themselves than human beings. I'm telling you. If you give food, the dog will eat only to the extent it needs and they'll walk away. You don't do it. Go to the party, you see. They pack it for home also. Dog food, they call dog food. Dog doesn't eat your food. Doggy bag, right? What do you call doggy bag? Why doggy bag? Dog never wants a bag. They take doggy bag. So, even the dog knows exactly how much to eat. Brahmacharya, ability to control the sense. Ahimsa, not consciously hurting anybody. Neither by speech, nor by word, nor by action. Ahimsa. So, obviously we are not carrying a gun and then hitting everybody, killing everybody. But we don't do, I know that. But not act in such a way it will hurt others. Not even, some people don't even say a word, but the way they do things will really trouble you. And you wanted that to happen. You want to irritate another person. Don't do that. It's not necessary. That only shows the crookedness of the mind. Brahmacharyam ahimsa cha shariram tapa uchyate. These are all sharira kruta tapa. Shariram tapa. What are those? Deva dvija guru prajna pujanam shaucham arjavam brahmacharyam ahimsa cha. These are all tapas to be done at the level of the body. And Gurudev was a person who is a very embodiment of these tapas. We have seen in close quarters. Even though a Mahatma of his caliber was so high, but his devotion to his own teacher, devotion to the Brahmanas, devotion to the Lord, and in word and speech ahimsa, and straightforward in his dealing with people. No question of ambiguity. This is what I mean. Straight on the face. I mean, of course, not to hurt anybody. I remember once I was secretary in Bangalore, and there was a yajna by Swamiji Gurudev, and he finished that and everything was done. And the following few months later, I was to go and join in Bombay for this Sandipani course for 2.5 years. So I thought it will be nice because it was around October, November, around this time. The yajna was very successful and it completed. And so I thought that I will hand over my charge to the next person who is going to be the secretary while I am leaving and going to Bombay. So I went to him and said, Swamiji, that Gurudev, I want to hand over to the next person so that I will train that person, and then in another 3-4 months I have to leave. No. I didn't say anything. I said, okay, no, it's a no. So then he was looking at him. You know why I'm saying no? When a program is complete and suddenly you resign, what do people think? What do you think people say? Something wrong? They may not think that you are obviously training anybody and therefore you are doing. If a program is over, I am resigning. What does it mean? So, don't. I'll tell you when. I said, okay, when? When you have taken your ticket in your hand to go to Bombay and you are in the railway station, one foot on the train, in the train, and when you are about to take the second foot also to get into the train, at that time you resign. I was very humored with that. He was very clear in his mind, in his thinking. Many occasions where I have found I got correct guidance from him with the reason, not just blindly. So I had seen that he was so straight in his reason. There's no ambiguity, there's no unclear, there's no, kind of confusion. You will not create confusion in the mind. This is what I mean. Done. No thinking and imagining about things. So that is the straightforwardness. Arjava. Shaucham, you should see him, how clean he would be. Everything that he would deal will be clean. So many things that we have learned, and that is possible because the mind is very clear about things. There is no confusion. Clarity is there. Brahmacharyam, of course, Brahmacharyam, ahimsa. Sharira tapas. If he wants to get up at 4 o'clock, he will be there at 4 o'clock. There's no question of, you can adjust your time and say that 4 o'clock will be there. Morning I'm talking about. Evening. The second aspect is the walk. Walk tapas. See, speech is the one which actually puts us into a lot of trouble, really. We don't know how to speak. speech is a very important tool because, you take it for children, for example, they constantly are observing you. You may not even notice. What you say goes into their mind. That's why many of the children, when they go to the school and they come back and then say words which you have never heard. Hey, where did you learn all these things? Teacher or the friends. Because their impressionable age, they pick up things very fast. Like a sponge, You put that, it absorbs immediately. The mind is clean and therefore it can absorb easily. So, when you are in the presence of people who are looking up to you, your speech should be clear, unambiguous. So it is said, Anudvekakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva vangmayam tapa uchyate. Vangmaya tapas. Austerity in speech. What is it? Never speak words that will create agitation or excitement in the minds of people. By your words, you should not agitate anybody, nor create excitement. Excitement is created by the entertainment people. And many of us have this ability, not ability, the habit. Do you know what is happening? What? I won't tell you. The very fact that you tell that, then you are creating so much agitation. Tell me, no. I don't want to tell you. Then why did you tell me like this? I want to tell you something. When? Wait. Go away. Then that fellow is getting disturbed. What is he going to tell me? Gossiping. Anudvegakaram vakyam. Udvega means create an excitement. So your words should be calming, pleasing, settling the mind. Not udvegakara. It should not create disturbance. In any situation, your contribution should be peace, not cut into pieces. And even when you are saying something, it should be definitely, as far as you are concerned, satyam. You cannot say, he said so, she said so, therefore I am telling you. Then it is not satyam. You have never tested it. Do you know what you heard is right or wrong? I don't know. Then don't tell. If you are telling something, you should know that it is true. Or you might have heard from somebody who is an authority in something. If you are telling what is said in the scriptures, then it is satyam. If you have heard from your guru and saying, that is satyam. From the neighbor you heard, how can that be satyam? Or in the news you heard, that is not satyam. Somebody's opinion. Just because it is printed in the newspaper, therefore it is satyam. How do you say that? Cannot be. So, anudvekakaram vakyam satyam. And even when you are telling the truth, when you have found that yes, it is true, I know it, then you say it with priyam, with love. Not hurtingly, don't tell. See, if somebody's face is not looking good, it's true. But don't tell that person. You know your face very ugly. This is the truth only. I'm telling you the truth. Very softly, very nicely you tell. You are looking so ugly today. Why do you need to say that? My favorite joke is this. One boy was there in a party. At home there was a party. Now let us say like her. The mother was busy getting ready for things and this boy was in the front. And then one lady walked in. He looked at her and said, "You look so ugly." Auntie, you're looking so ugly, intolerable. So she got very upset, she put extra makeup and came. He got very upset. So she dragged him to his mother. Take care of this child, your son. He's saying things. He doesn't know what to say to whom. What did you say? I said, the auntie is ugly. You cannot say that. But she is ugly. I know that. But you don't need to tell that. Go and tell sorry to her. So he went to her. That lady was standing there. I have to tell you, my mother wants me to tell you. What? I am very sorry that you are ugly. Satyam only, but not Priyam. See? Truth only, but not useful. Then third one is useful. Hitam. You tell what is right. Don't excite people. Tell the truth. Tell the truth pleasantly, but that also should be said if it is only useful. If it is not useful, don't tell. Priyam hitam cha. So it is Vangmaya tapas. So before you say anything, put a test in your mind. Is it going to excite people unnecessarily? No. Then I won't tell. Is it true? I am not sure. Don't tell. Should I tell it harsh way? No, don't tell harshly. Is it useful? If it is not useful, don't tell. And how we come to know, or how do you practice this? And that also Bhagavan Krishna very clearly says, that is why you should do Swadhyaya. Swadhyayana means study. Great masters, when they dealt with people or when they wrote their books, etc., they have made those ideas clear, how to present ideas. Just like you have the toasters, what do you call that? Toastmasters. So those trainings are given to people to express in the right way. How to modulate voice, what kind of examples, anecdotes you have to give, how to put the ideas in cohesive manner. You must introduce the topic, and whatever you have said in the upakrama or in the beginning, that should be then the upasamhara also. At the end also you must conclude with the same idea. You say something, you don't go to the contradictory idea at the end. How to do that? How to, even writing a book, the introduction and the conclusion should be more or less the same. What you are trying to introduce is what you conclude. So those method of presenting an idea, that you come to gain only when Swadhyaya. Then Abhyasanam, practice. In fact, in the teaching of Vedas, the first thing they teach is Shiksha. Shiksha means how to pronounce the letters and the words. Then Vyakarana, Nirukta, Chandas. Shiksha is phonetics. Vyakarana, grammar. Nirukta, etymology. Chandas is prosody. These four makes a part of how to present ideas, whether speaking or writing. So that's a methodology of teaching and methodology of learning also. That was so sophisticated was the Vedas. How to pronounce words, how to understand what word to say, what is the deeper meaning of the words, etc. So Abhyas. So Anudvekakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva vangmayam tapa uchyate. Vak tapas. If you can say or convey something with limited number of words, only limited number of words should be used. If the same cannot be understood or misunderstood, therefore you need to elaborate, then only elaborate. Some people keep on talking, at the end of it you ask, what actually you mean? understand. You spoke for half an hour, what does it mean? Nowadays the cell phone, the thingy goes on and on and on and on. People cannot just switch it off. Some people, when they start talking, they have the ability to connect one idea to the other and it goes on and on. You don't know when to stop them. Say, okay. So, when you say, okay, what I mean by Swamiji, when do I say, okay, hurry on. And one more thing, goes on. Very difficult. You should know how to cut the people also. Now, cut the people means what? I mean, my dad is, how to stop them? You don't know how to stop them. One lady, she used to speak, whenever there's a phone, she'll speak half an hour. Any phone. So husband got very worried, because the phone bill was increasing so much. So he told her, next time onwards, when you are with me, if the phone rings, you should finish within 10 minutes. Then okay. Phone rang. She spoke 10 minutes. Exactly 10 minutes she finished. Okay. Wow. Very good. Who called you? Wrong number. She's capable of talking. Wrong number also for 10 minutes. So we should know how to be brief. So this is speech. And then last one is mana. Mind. Manaprasada saumyatvam. Maunam atma vinigraha. Bhava samshuddhirityetat manasam tapauchyate. Mind also requires some austerities. First one is manaprasada. Keeping the mind calm and quiet and peaceful as much as possible. But that requires you to not to get engaged in unnecessary things. Nowadays you ask the children to sit there quietly for a while. They will just try to do that. This is restless. I have to do something. Just be quiet. Even elders, it is impossible. I am wondering how you are all sitting there. Difficult. Even for 5 minutes without doing anything, try to sit. Either you go to sleep. Either you go to sleep or make somebody else sleep by talking. Just say without doing anything. Try. You will also find, I am unproductive now. What do I do now? Because this has been put in our head so strongly that if you are not doing anything, you are unproductive. Mana prasad. Mind being pleasant. Prasad, pleasant. Quietly sitting. And then saumya, serene. Not only just quiet, it can be sleep also, it is quiet. Serene, aware but not involved. That's why once in a while you should go to a place of solitude and start enjoying the beauty of the nature. Maybe Himalayas. Not Himalayas you have to go, but any other place where the mind he is able to remain quiet, just appreciating or enjoying the beauty of the nature. Manaprasada saumyatvam. And another important thing which we have to practice is maunam. Maunam is you can speak but not speak. Maunam is not just being mute, which you are all. When we are sleeping, we are maunam only. But where you can speak but you don't need to speak. Many things can be avoided by not speaking. If you want to say something, just notice but don't make comments. And nowadays this phone thing, tidding, Tiding, 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 tiding. Some people have this peculiar ability, not finishing a sentence at all. I am going, therefore I am coming, therefore are you coming, when are you, ding, 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 ding. Why do you need to do that? Why don't you finish one sentence? And the person who is getting it is such a thing, ting, 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 it goes on and on and on and on. Just finish one whole sentence, ting, one you press, that's enough. Maunam. So, Maunam or silence is the quality of a Muni. A person of contemplation maintains inner silence all the time. Atma Vinigraha, control of the thoughts. Thoughts will run. Bring it back. You don't need to go right there now. Come back. Atma Vinigraha, control over the movement of thoughts. Bhava Samshuddhihi, purity in attitude. In any action you take, the mind should have the right attitude. Mind should be clean. It does not have any crooked idea in the mind. Bhava Samshuddhi. Bhava means attitude here. Intention. Samshuddhi. Clean, pure. This is called Manasam Tapauchyate. So tapas is very, very important, and we have learned so much from our Gurudev. When he says something, he really would mean it. And as I said, no ambiguity, no mixing of words, and no going back in his words. If he had said, he had thought about it. And once he has said, he will not go back. That firmness, that thoughtfulness you can see in his action and thoughts in words. And that is the hallmark of a saint. That's what we need to learn from great masters. And that is the reason why we adore him for those qualities. And we can emulate those qualities. It's not possible. After all, everyone is born with certain amount of erroneousness, certain amount of imperfection, but we need not die out of imperfection. Somebody said a beautiful statement. If you are born as a poor, it is not your mistake. But if you die poor, it's your mistake. If you are born stupid, it's okay. If you die stupid, that is your mistake. You have not done anything. Similarly, we are born with certain imperfections. Without imperfection, we would not be born. As human being, we have some imperfections. But if we never correct those imperfections, this whole life is about correction. This is a correction facility. Like, if somebody made a mistake, where do you send them? Nowadays, they don't call it as a prison or jail. Now, what do you call that? Correction facility, right? It's a new word, like for probably when you say, what is it called? Old man. You cannot say nowadays old man. Senior citizen. If a person is short, what is it? Vertically challenged. Right? And if he is too fat, horizontally challenged. Similarly, mentally challenged. You cannot say that this is a crazy guy. Mentally challenged. Once it is said, a president of a country was visiting a mental asylum. So as soon as he reached one particular group of people sitting there talking, mental patients. So one person looked at him, who are you? So obviously President little got upset because, he was told that you are going to meet some mentally challenged people. But when somebody asked, who are you? I am president of this country. Welcome. I also said the same thing when I came here. You will become all right, don't worry. So physically challenged, mentally challenged. So we are in a correction facility. That Bhagavan has given this entire life and all the experiences to us to correct ourselves. That's why Shankaracharya says the whole world is like a mirror. In a mirror you stand in front and what do you want? Correct the mirror. Correct yourself. So everything around us is trying to correct us. We must make our own corrections. Don't correct anybody else around. So therefore, the life of a great Mahatma is for us to emulate. For us to understand how to become a better person. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhat Bhavet. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Guru